What is it about State Farm Arena that's like Neville East? Yes, sir. We're back. It's another episode of the Barn Hoops Podcast. I'm your host, Kyle Rush. Got my man, Zep Jasper, ready to talk about the Sweet 16. Zep, I know you fired up, man.
I'm pretty fired up, man. I feel very confident about this.
You've been more confident than anybody the whole year. I'm so stoked to hear your take on everything, and can't wait to talk about the Sweet 16. Why Auburn plays so well at Atlanta. You played there twice. We're going to talk about that. Talk about the Michigan matchup. Tre Donaldson, is he going to be playing loose? Going to be playing tight? And then who's the best Elite Eight matchup? Love to get your take on that as well. But before we do that, we got to give a shout out to Uncle Keith's Red Sauce. Go to UncleKeith'sRedSauce.com. Use coupon code TheBarn25 to take 25% off your order. Any Publix in the state of Alabama, any Piggly Wiggly in the Birmingham area. If you don't live anywhere near one of those, you can go to UncleKeith'sRedSauce.com and save big. Buy in bulk. You can support an Auburn family as well in doing so. If you love salsa, you want a little Southern kick, you need to try Uncle Keith's Red Sauce. Go to UncleKeithsRedSauce.com. It's good, y'all. Zip, what is it about State Farm Arena that just feels like home? I mean, these guys, we've played there the last 5 years. We're 4-1. And particularly Big 12, Big 10 teams, we just punish them. We absolutely punish them at State Farm Arena. You played there twice. What is it about State Farm Arena that just makes that goal just seem like 3 times the size as it normally seems? So you guys just fill it up when you go there.
Well, it's like a home game. Seeing all that blue and orange, and most of the guys being from Georgia,
Yeah.
it's like it opens your eyes. It's like your eyes be so big. It's like a kid at the candy store because it's like I always wanted to play here. I see a
Yeah.
lot of NBA guys getting a lot of buckets on this court. So it's like it's our chance now. It's our chance to show the world on why Auburn is the best on one of the best arenas in the country.
Yeah. Are you being from Georgia? Are you a Hawks guy?
I'm not a big Hawks guy, but
Yeah.
I always wanted to go to the Hawks game and get on the court and actually play a game in there and actually fill the arena out. So every year seeing that, it's just like, man, we need more games in the State Farm Arena. It's like
Yeah. Yeah,
every
for real.
year, it's like I wish we could get at least 4 or 5 games in there every year.
Well, Auburn's already had one there this year, beat Ohio State by about 100 points. I think it was 38, actually. And now you're hopefully going to get 2 more against 2 more, maybe 2 more Big Ten teams. Zep, how long does it take typically, regardless of Auburn's success? There's got to be a little bit of it takes a minute to get used to shooting the depth perception. I mean, it's a bigger arena. The
Mhm.
fans are maybe a little bit further away from the court than they are at Neville. How long does it take you to kind of, I guess, get broken in? Like, how long does it take you to just shoot around and feel like, okay, I'm good to go now?
Well, I think it takes when you're in the warm ups, I think it takes about 20 minutes to actually get used to the goal and the perception is like the fans are so far away from the court when you're used to
Yeah.
fans being close up. But being an Auburn fan, being an Auburn player, once you see that blue and that orange from
We're full of it.
your eyes, from the corner of your eyes, you look and you just see it's like a seat full of blue and orange. You like, okay, I got my confidence, I got my mojo. This our
Yeah.
game. We can't lose this. It's like every single time you step on that court in State Farm and you see that, it's like this our home court.
There was so many people that I know that like pre went ahead and bought Elite at Sweet 16 and Elite 8 tickets in Atlanta. I think this could be the most Auburn fans that witness an Auburn basketball game all year. I mean, when you talk about the size of the arena, you talk about the amount of Auburn fans that are going to be there, and then you talk about the size of Neville and the different places they've played. I think you're just going to have there could be 10, 15,000 Auburn fans there, and that's more capacity the Neville Arena holds, I think it could be an opportunity for a lot of Auburn fans to get in on the action. And I've been saying all year, Zep, I don't care if it's the Chicago Bulls. I don't care if it's the New York Knicks. I don't care who it is. As long as Auburn can get to Atlanta, I don't mind the matchup with anybody. I don't care who it is. Am I crazy there?
You've been saying that since day one, and I'm right behind you. I also been right behind you. Of I don't care who we play, as long as we get there, I feel like we're in the driver's seat.
Yeah, and you made a great point talking about a lot of kids from Georgia. I mean, that's all. Auburn's always had success recruiting the state of Georgia, recruiting the Atlanta area. You got Miles Kelly from Stone Mountain. I mean, he's got to be fired up to get a chance to play there. I mean, and he played at Georgia Tech, so like that's a Atlanta through and through guy. Does it give you, when you're a Georgia guy, does it kind of make you feel a little bit even more prideful, a little bit more confident going in there?
It make you feel prideful. It make you feel confident. It just make your head go through the roof because being a kid from Atlanta, Georgia, playing in State Farm Arena in March Madness, that's like one of one. Dylan Caldwell from Augusta,
Yes.
Georgia. He's from he's from Georgia. Another guy. His head is going through the roof. It's like a dream come true. This is once in a lifetime. It's like it's like once those Georgia guys feel that, they have no choice but to win. It's like if they get this first game out of the way,
Mm,
it's like one of those things like you go in the locker room like you can't believe you just played in the State Farm Arena in March Madness. The whole world is watching. You a kid from a small town. You come
yep.
out with the win with with 15 to 17,000 Auburn fans. That's incredible. That's once in a lifetime.
Yeah, you got to make it happen. What's funny is this team, actually, I'm just looking at the roster right now, is probably the least amount of Georgia players that maybe Bruce has ever had. I mean, you got Jaheim from Hinesville, Jaheim Hudson, you got Miles Kelly from Stone Mountain, and you got Dylan, and that's it. Usually
That's it.
there's there's a bunch more, but still, I don't think that matters. I think Auburn being in Atlanta, already having the experience there this year and coming out with a big win, I think it's going to speak, or I think it's going to play big into this first matchup. I want to talk about Michigan, man. I've been thinking about this a lot, and obviously this big storyline, we're going to hear it all week, and then we're going to hear it 1,000 times throughout the game, is Tre Donaldson. Tre
Mhm.
Donaldson, former Auburn Tiger, has had a lot of success at Michigan. They won the conference tournament. He was a big reason for it. I think he's hit a couple of buzzer beaters this year. Just been a really good point guard for them. I want to ask you this. You never actually got a chance to go back and play your former school, I don't believe, but you can kind of relate a little bit switching schools. Like, if you would have gotten to play against your former school, what's the emotions like that you think Trey's going through? Do you think he's going to be able? I mean, it's going to be impossible for him not to feel, I don't know, a little bit of pressure, maybe. Hey, Auburn kind of maybe let me go. I want to show them. Is he going to be loose, or it's going to be hard for me not to think he's going to be sort of putting extra pressure on himself?
Well, honestly, I think Trey is one of those guys. I think he'd feel the pressure. Coming
Yeah.
from me, like I said, I always talk real. No matter what, I think he's gonna feel the pressure because he knows how tough it is to be Auburn. He knows the pressure they're gonna come, the pressure the fans, the players are gonna have. They know his tendencies, they know his weakness, his strengths.
Mm,
So it's one of these games that I think he have a nerve running through his body because it's like this is my former team. I love these guys. I actually didn't want to leave, but I wanted to try something to see if I could put my name out there to see how it would work out.
yeah.
But I had to, if I was gonna put my name out there, I had to do it. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things like I'm facing my former team, man. I just gotta get I gotta get the drilling going and the nerves out of my system playing this
Yeah.
game.
He's I feel like sometimes when you're in those type situations, you may kind of try to play outside of your abilities a little bit, pressing. And I just hope Auburn can kind of take advantage of that. As far as Trey in general, and you've watched him a little bit this year, I'm sure. Do you see any of our point guards, any of our guards in general having a tough time defending him, or on the flip side, is he scoring on him? I mean, I think he's a pretty good athlete, pretty solid athlete. Do you see him giving our guards much issues?
I don't see him giving our guards much issues. The reason why, because he knows our tendencies. He knows what type of pressure we're gonna come with. KT Terrell, he's another Auburn guy who's on Michigan staff. So he knows a lot about what Auburn does, and he
Hmm.
knows the scouting report, and he knows what Auburn's gonna come with on defense.
I
So
didn't
it'll be
know
really
KT was there.
KT. Yep, KT is there on that staff. So they're going to be getting prepared for the pressure on how Auburn guards play. And I think Trey, I don't think he's going to go out his comfort zone because he knows what BP is capable of doing when it comes to defense. BP knows Trey's strengths and his weakness.
Yeah, yeah. He's averaging 10 points a game this year, shooting pretty good from three, 37% from three. He's playing the most minutes per game out of anybody on Michigan's roster. Who are some other guys you need to watch out for on that roster, as far as just dudes you need to be, I guess, concerned about, so to speak?
Danny Wolf is another guy.
Oh, Danny Wolf.
And
How
then
can we forget Danny Wolf?
and then
He was the from Yale that sent us home a little bit early last year.
yeah, he
That was a big
did. And
pickup.
that's a big pickup. And the big man,
Golden,
Golden, he's another one. Um, and Gale. I think
Roddy
Gale is
Gale.
another Rodney Gale's another key guy. But I just me personally, I don't think Michigan haven't matched up with a Auburn type level type team. I don't care about the big man. I don't think they're a threat. I know we lost to um, Yale last year with Danny Wolf, but I just feel like the athletes we got, we match up with them. You you
Yeah,
you put Dylan on Danny Wolf. You put Shania on
Golden.
Golden. I just think the physicality. I don't know if you watched Texas A&M against Michigan, but that big man Payne
Yeah,
killed the big man Golden in the paint. It was the physicality was just too physical for him. I don't see how Texas A&M didn't win that game.
yeah.
I don't see,
I'm with.
but
I'm looking. I'm trying to pull up that box score just so I can look at it. Let's see. Who's the big man? Is it Coleman? Is Coleman their big guy, or
no, not Coleman is a Payne.
Payne? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Payne. Golly,
Payne,
26 points. Yeah, that's
26
big
points.
time, big time. And then Golden had 23, so that was a pretty big battle. I mean, Golden and Wolf are both 7-footers, so we
Hmm.
haven't seen anything like that. But you mentioned it, you kind of touched on it. The athleticism, I think, is something that they haven't seen yet. They haven't seen the athleticism of, we've got big guys, but big guys that can run, big guys that can jump, whereas they're more your traditional bigs. Tell me what you think about this. If Auburn can defend those two bigs without fouling, I think they run Michigan out of the gym.
We're run Michigan. You're totally correct. We're run Michigan out of gym. I don't care what nobody say. I see a lot of bull crap again. Once again, I see it all over social media. Auburn might be this. Well, it's all about matchups. UConn could have beat Florida.
Yeah.
UConn could have beat because of a matchup, but Florida escaped that. But Michigan is a bad matchup for Auburn.
It,
Like I'm
all,
saying, like Auburn is a bad matchup for Michigan.
yeah, there you
Bad.
go.
They
I
just
agree.
don't match up with us. They can't.
I
I
agree.
don't think so.
I agree. In Texas A&M, they were so similar. I felt like those teams were very, very similar. But again, Auburn's a 7.5 point favorite currently. Probably gonna. It's been moving a little bit towards Michigan. I think it opened at 9.5, so probably close somewhere around 7, 6.5 points, which I think is about right. But I think Auburn, yeah, again, if you can defend the bigs without fouling and don't get in foul trouble, feels like a double digit, another double digit win, and you're cruising to the cruising to the Elite Eight. Before we talk about the Elite Eight, let's give a quick shout out to mybookie.ag. Go to mybookie.ag, use coupon code VARN for a 50% deposit bonus up to $1,000. Get you some Elite Eight action, get you some Sweet 16 action. You got a bunch of games this weekend. You got NBA going on. You got Major League Baseball, everything, all the sports you can imagine right now. It's a good time for sports. There's sports every single night. Women's basketball tournament, everything you can imagine has got going on at this point in time. So sign up today, take advantage of that free money, and then have fun with us. mybookie.ag. So let's say, hypothetically, we feel pretty confident about it. Let's say Auburn slides past Michigan. You're looking at the winner of Michigan State and Ole Miss. Ole Miss is red hot right now. Auburn's beat them 3 times already. You got Michigan State, which Michigan State may be like Michigan, but maybe just a little bit step better. They're very similar teams, maybe just a little bit step better. What's the better matchup? Like if you could pick, who would you rather face in the Elite Eight, Ole Miss or Michigan State?
I'm gonna be very. It's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a tough one because Michigan State, with their team we haven't seen all year, they're a step better than Michigan. They play a fast pace type game, get the ball up the court. I just don't know what bigs they got. I know what type of guards they got. And then
Yeah.
Ole Miss is a team that's hot. We beat them 3 times. It's hard to beat a team 4 times. It's hard, very hard to beat a team 4 times. But if I had to go with it again, give me Ole Miss again.
Give me the team. Give me the team you gave a 30-piece to. Give me that. Give me that team that you've beaten, that you seem to have their number. I'm with you, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how serious it is, how hard it is to beat a team multiple times. I mean, it kind of just is what it is. Like you're either you're better than them or you're not. Auburn's beat them at their place by 10+ points. Beat them at home by 30+ points. Beat them neutral site by 7 or 8 points. They are hot right now, but I don't know, man. I think I'm with you. The unknown in Tom Izzo is the part that I'm a little bit nervous about. But Beard's no slouch either. Chris Beard's no slouch either. He's a really good coach, and he's obviously shown it tournament time because they're playing really good basketball. But I just don't. You were talking about matchups. You're talking about how matchups are bad. Ole Miss is just a bad. There's not many good matchups for Auburn. There's not many teams that have a good matchup with Auburn, but to me, Ole Miss is a really bad one. They have no size whatsoever. It's all about guards, and can their guards get hot? Can Morrell get hot? Because they just can't handle what we do inside. Period. And then I don't know anything about Michigan. I don't know much about Michigan State at all, as far as, like you said, as far as what kind of ball they play inside. Looks like their leading scorers are all guards, and they have two forwards that don't score a ton, but they play 20, 23 minutes a game. So yeah, should be a fun weekend, man. Should be a fun weekend. If you can I feel like if Auburn can get by Michigan, you're not stopping them. You're not stopping them until the Final Four. That and whoever we match up with on that side, whether it be Florida, whoever, if you can get by Michigan, I think we're going to the Final Four.
Oh, no doubt. I think so too, no doubt. But I do not want to play Michigan because, like you said, the unknown.
Michigan State, yeah.
I meant Michigan State, but it's the unknown of going against Tom Izzo, and you just don't know. I don't think Michigan State can beat us either, but I know Ole Miss. I know what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
we know what they're capable of. Their guards,
they're good. Like, don't get me wrong, they're good. But I just think anytime, it's kind of like Louisville. To me, they remind me a lot of Louisville. It's a guard-centric team, and when you can play a guard, if Auburn can play a guard-centric team, our guards are going to be better. Period. We're going to have our guards are going to play better 1 through 3, and I think we're just going to put it on them. We got to get Chad's little bony ass healthy. He needs to rest this 6 days. And I know he took a knee to the ribs or to the hip or whatever it was. But we need him back hot again. Zep, I think he could have scored 30. He had that dude's number. He had 23's number. I can't remember his name, but If that guy if that Chad shows up, it's going to be tough. I got to ask you this about Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's not super athletic. Let's just be
Mm-hmm.
honest. Like, he's not just going to wow you with athleticism. How does he break people down like he does? How is he able to do that? How is he able to just beat dudes off the dribble when he's typically slower and he doesn't jump as high? How does he do it?
Well, he's very slithery
He's so
and
slithery.
and he can shoot.
Yeah.
He also he makes good reads, like coming off ball screens. You get him a little bit of space,
Yeah.
he's gonna shoot it or he's gonna make a play. But he also knows how to draw fouls too. I know he kick his legs
Yes.
out all the time, but he just got that frame, that buck 75, buck
Yes.
70 frame, and when he shoots, he just knows how to play the right way to score the basketball. And a lot of people don't give him credit. He also play great defense. When he want
He
to play
does play great
defense,
defense.
he's long, he's active. Like I
Active
said,
hands, man.
active hands.
Miserable. He's got to be miserable to play
Miserable.
against. It's crazy though, how nothing he does looks physically impressive, but he just gets it done. He just gets to the hole. It's crazy, and you nailed it too. There is a talent to drawing a foul. I don't know how you learn it. Mark Sears is really good at it. There's a talent to being able to draw a foul, and Chad may be the only one on the team that has. He just figures out how to play through contact, how to absorb contact, how to get them to leave their feet. Denver does a really good job at times too, but Chad's long enough. He seems to be able to finish too. But it's going to be fun. Can't wait to see it. Zep, tell them how they can find you, support you. And man, I just can't wait to watch this game on Friday.
Oh yeah, you can find me at RIP_QUAN12 on Instagram, RIP_QUAN5 on Twitter.
Absolutely. You can find me at on Twitter at _Charlie_5. We're going to be back again soon. It's another episode of the Barn Hoops Podcast.